A common narrative in our culture, particularly among skeptics, is that Christianity is unreasonable, that Bible claims are irrational. Is this really the case? I'm joined today by Christian scholar and pastor Dr. Peter Wyns to help address that question. Peter, simply, what would you say to somebody who says to you Christianity is irrational?
It's no mistake that more people in the world claim a faith in Jesus Christ than any other religion. And there are not just poor farm workers, uneducated, illiterates, who have found the gospel of Jesus Christ to be legitimate, but there are highly educated academic people. And so you cannot ignore the fact that there are people who are extremely intellectual, who say, yes, this is absolutely logical. My grandfather, for example, spoke 9 languages. And for his thesis at the end of his days in university, he studied logic, and he wrote on Plato's Logic as his thesis. And this man came to Christ because it was so logical. He started to read the Bible, and he discovered that the evidence was so overwhelming. The issue is this, that for a scientist or an academic person, when they see such an amount of evidence regarding anything, are they ready to give it then their belief? Are they willing to give it credence? And I think there is a bias that many will not go that far. It's like they draw a line and they say, impossible, I'm not going to think outside the box. And so they really cut themselves short on the scientific method. Historically, if you come to Israel, you can travel around in a day and see all the places, by a large degree, of things that happened in the Bible. And the people there can tell you, this happened here, this happened there. There is physical evidence to this. And then you see that somebody like Alexander the Great, the first writings about him were 500 years after he left the earth. And yet we have no problem believing in Alexander the Great and all the things that he did. There's no eyewitness accounts of him. But when it comes to the things of Jesus Christ, for example, there are hundreds of eyewitnesses. And within a generation, those who heard firsthand from those who were eyewitnesses, there are literally hundreds of documents that were written. And then when you go into the science of the natural world, and you look in the microscope, you look at the human body, you look at the world around you, whether it's biology or physics or chemistry, and you see the evidence of design. How can you put all of these things together and say that it's illogical? I say that it is more logical than any other directive or science or persuasion that mankind knows.